In November, the Vikings lost a shootout in their first matchup against the 49ers. Can San Francisco sweep the series? The answer comes your way next.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. To the air with McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now they try the right side here. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A gain of 3, second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On play action, now McCarthy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now McCarthy. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And his kick here is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go, Shaq.
Purdy from the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side with Estime. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they'll run again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's McCarthy. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's a 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing is McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 58 yards. And the Vikings are once again back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Purdy on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Brock Purdy scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Niners have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hands it off out of the gun. He's still on his feet. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 64 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have yet again retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Connects with Kittle underneath. Room to maneuver at the 35. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Track 60. 70 range, go!
Purdy now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as they have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff running through the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. On 2nd and a long way to go. Purdy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Man open is Robinson. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 23, here's 2nd and 3. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he goes out right around the 39. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Addison. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. McCarthy going to throw again. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This game 2 of our triple header here on Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. The Lions needed a big win, and they got it, as the victory gives them a final mark of 11-6 on the year. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 3rd and 9 here.
Let's go now. Ready?
The throwing here, Purdy. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Purdy on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
To the air with McCarthy.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.J. Hawkinson,
44 yards.
and the Vikings have cut the lead back down to 2.
Here we go.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Well, San Francisco's offense returns to the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And they're going to speed things up here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Estime.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And this is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Purdy from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Holding. Offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Third down and 6. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. Now McCarthy. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hoover. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 5. Throwing is McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Looking to throw McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And this game is tied again here in the 3rd. So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw, Purdy. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Mustang 19.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And out now come the Vikings. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and 4. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To Jefferson on the slant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at
Roughing the
this.
kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy got his man complete over the middle. That's Hoover. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's across the 40. 3 extra yards to the 43.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McCarthy being chased out left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Second and 11 now.
Set. Go, check. Go, check.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ryan.
They'll run again. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Check, check.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.